The meeting is called to order at 6:31 p.m. This is the Franklin Township Sewerage Authority Board meeting on April 1st, 2025. Please call the roll. Dr. April?
Yes. Commissioner M. Berenson?
Here.
Commissioner Farugi? Commissioner Francois?
Here.
Commissioner Kovacs?
Here.
Commissioner Davenport?
Here.
And that completes our roll for now.
Okay. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
for which it stands, one nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to read my statement now, if I can find it. Just a second. I thought I saw it somewhere here.
Yes, this is the Miss Faruqi. Hi, everybody. Yes, hi, everyone.
No, April sent it to me. I'm looking, still looking.
Can you hear me?
Commissioner, do you want me to just forward it to you right now? That way it's on the top of your email?
Yes, could you please?
Absolutely. Hold on one moment.
Bear with me, folks.
Okay, I just sent it to you.
Okay, all right. As soon as it arrives, there it is.
And I'm also sending you right now the updated working agenda.
Okay.
So you'll have both.
All right. In accordance with the provisions of Chapter 231 New Jersey Public Laws of 1975, the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by the giving of notice to the Courier News, posting the agenda in the public lobby of this building 48 hours prior to this meeting. Delivery of this notice to the Franklin Township Clerk at least 48 hours prior to this meeting, and mailing notice to those persons properly requesting to be mailed notification of meetings at least 48 hours prior to this meeting. Okay. Next item on the agenda is motion to open the meeting for public comments. Do I have a motion?
Motion to open.
Any second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Anyone saying no? All right, motion carries. If anybody from public is present, this is your chance. Please state your name, address, and take 5 minutes at the max.
Chairman, there's no one except for the Franklin Reporter and Advocate. FranklinReporter.com is on the line, and no other members of the public.
Okay. In that case, may I have a motion to close meeting for the public comments?
So moved.
Second.
Second. Thank you. All in favor say aye.
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 Any nays? Ayes have it. Public comment section is closed. All right. Next would be the approval of minutes of the monthly board meeting dated March 4th, 2025. Has everyone gone through those minutes, and does anyone have any comments?
I'll make a motion to approve first.
Second.
Motion.
I do have one comment. On
Okay.
page 4, under Safety Committee, says it was noted. It says no report, and then it says it was noted that there had been no injuries since the last board meeting. Isn't saying that it has been noted there have been no injuries. Isn't that a report in itself? Therefore, the words "no report" should be removed.
Agreed. Dr. Roche, can you make that change?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay. Can we approve the minutes with the change?
I move to approve.
Second.
All right. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? The meeting minutes of March 4th, 2025 have been approved. Okay, next item on the agenda is the reports by the executive for the executive project status summary by the executive director. Take it away, Joe.
Thank you, Chairman. Okay, so under the project summary status, I've re-highlighted the solar electric vehicle project, and considering that we know the electric rates are going to skyrocket this year, this project becomes more valuable or more interesting in the long term. That being said, I will begin scheduling meetings with our engineer to see where we left off. It's been a while, and what opportunities we could begin looking at. Under our finance platform upgrade and migration project, which is being completely managed by Dr. Roach, phase 1, which is our finance portion of it, is showing positive progress moving forward. And our phase 2, which includes the utility billing, that does have a tentative training date for May 19th and a tentative go live date of June 5th. Our high bay garage project, this is the only project not in the green, and we anticipated that. We are working with the Delaware Raritan Canal Commission on the Stream Corridor Preservation Waiver Agreement. That's in progress. Recently, we did propose a new on-campus one-for-one conservation easement that hasn't been submitted to them. A draft site plan was created, and we're going to try to determine if conceptually that would be acceptable to them. So that is basically somewhat administrative. So let me just point out to the board that the conservation easements, because the building we built kind of falls in the stream corridor. So to compensate for that, we have to promise or provide an easement to the DRCC. And that easement, it will be a portion of land that we will never build on. And we do have that area. It's kind of a long rectangular shape. If that's not acceptable, if they want a 1.5 to 1 ratio, then what we'd simply do is try to buy an easement from the owner that owns the detention basin right next to us and kind of use that land instead. So we're going to try to use our own land because we're not going to build on it anyway, and move forward with that. the Somerset Street Pump Station Rehab and the Brookline Avenue Sewer Rehab projects that are kind of related. So on the Somerset Street Pump Station side, that's almost completed. The electrical finish work was completed. The pump station is fully operational, and there is a final punch list of items that needs to be completed that was sent to the contractor. And the work remaining equates to about 1 day's worth of work. Everything went very smoothly with that portion of the project. The Brookline Avenue Sewer Rehabilitation project is also going, it's a much bigger project, also going by very smoothly. The manhole to manhole, 100% of that, the manhole to manhole lining, 100% of that was completed as of March 5th. The manhole, the main to house lining, 7% of that has been completed. And the cured in place lining, 6% of that has been completed. I will remind you that I reported last month that there was a defective section of approximately 45 feet of 8-inch cured in place lining pipe. We did do an on-site meeting with some of the board members and our staff. We did try to have a meeting with the township that had to get rescheduled. We think we're already mostly in agreement, but our staff, our team will communicate with the township team just to come up with an understanding of the eventualities that could possibly happen once we start trenching that new road. And I will keep the board members and staff updated as we go forward. We just want, the issue, to remind some of you, is where we want to trench the road happens to be right next to what we believe is a problem in the road already that the township owns. The problem could be either very small or it could be very big. If it's anything bigger than small, the township needs to respond right away that day to fix and or address their problem, or they have to agree to compensate us for the expense if we address their problem. That's it. Otherwise, that project is going by swimmingly forward. Regarding the American Rescue Plan grants from the county and the township, so far we submitted to the county $268,000 and change of grant reimbursement, and to the township we have submitted, I'm sorry, that's a submitted total. To the township, we have submitted almost $500,000, and that we still have another $1.5 million total balance remaining that is available to us. The Wesson Canal Pump Station rebuild project. I have some good news for you. We did receive notice from the NJDEP that the state's attorneys did respond after their review of the access agreement, and they did provide some revisions to the agreement that would be incorporated in the final draft agreement to us. We are still awaiting the New Jersey Office of Transactions, that's OTPLA, as to the next steps once they're ready to provide us an agreement. So that's very good. Well, once we have that, that project will start moving forward at a faster pace. Commerce Street Drive Pump Station, we are still in the shop drawing review process. Nothing more to report on that. Shirley Avenue Pump Station, the attorney has reported that we did receive the title policy for the easement. However, they are still preparing additional documents that are needed for the easement acquisition. Lastly, under the summary report, in the general engineering section, CME did contact the New Brunswick representative. They did discuss a new proposal for flow that would include flow metering with a company called CSL. based upon the proposal from CSL, and that would be incorporated into the new agreement. And they are working with the attorney right now. The New Brunswick representatives are working with the New Brunswick attorney to draft a proposed proposal agreement to us. So the big difference between the agreement we have now that's fully in place is that they have to come up with a model that would include flow monitoring, which we wanted, originally, and which we don't have flow monitoring a part of our agreement now. It's fair for them to want that, and we certainly will accept a fair model of flow monitoring in a new agreement. Regarding the Harrison Towers flow metering, the flow study number 2 that we did post water meter replacement. So Harrison Towers, they replaced their water meter that was 50, 60 years old. We did a flow study before that, and we did a flow study after that replacement, and that flow study ended in March last month, and that data is currently being reviewed. The new water consumption data reports for Harrison Towers was requested from the township. Chairman, if no one has any questions of the project summaries, I'll just move on to my executive director's report.
Yeah, that's fine, Joe. Are there any questions from any other board members? Yeah, the only comment I had, Joe, was that I checked with the Coral on the Harrison Towers meter readings, and there were some marginal differences, but there weren't huge anomalies from the previous readings. That is my current understanding. That could change after some more time. We shall see. Okay.
Did he compare a month-to-month comparison, like this February to last year's February, something like that?
No, I think he just gave me. I asked him for the last 3 or 4 months of data, which is what he did. I didn't do month to month like what you are suggesting. So.
Okay. Well, that's good. But generally, everybody knows that as water meters get old, they get less accurate, to the favor of the consumer, not the agency. And what was happening was New Brunswick was just not in a position to accept the data on a 60-year-old meter.
Yeah, there was a larger issue as well. There was many of these old buildings had bypass pipes. For in emergencies they would use that, but I think some of these users may have used them even though there was no emergency, thereby reducing the meter readings. So we were concerned about that, but it doesn't look like Harrison Towers that was the case.
Wow. Okay.
And Joe, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
You said that Somerset pump station is almost complete. Is there any punch list on it?
Yes, I reported that there was a minor list of remaining punch list items that were minor enough that 1 day of work should complete them all, according to our engineer.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Okay, so for the executive director's report, for the as of February 28th, our revenue report, we received in checks deposited in the bank $715,231.13, which is average for that month. And the year to date collected was $15,056,797.87, which is also average for February 28th. The open balance due of non-metered billing is $245,94. Penalties generated for the month of March were $12,884.01, and that is slightly below average. Expense report. Now, I just want to note, I'm jumping around a little bit on the dates. So the revenue report was as February 28th. We're always 1 month behind, but my expense report is as of January 31st, 2025. And the expenditures for that month was $473,255.95. The year to date was, again, year to fiscal date is $7,405,529.33. As of that date, we were 53% through our allotted budget and 67% through the calendar. For our cash position as of February 28th, unrestricted, we have $3,939,014.96. Under our restricted, we have $14,525,414.96. Designated, we have $6,281,270.68, giving us a total net cash position of $24,745,700.60. I'm going to note and remind everybody that our total net cash position needs to grow faster than we're spending our money, because we know we have a very large project coming up, the Western Canal Pump Station. It's probably going to be between $15 and $20 million, and we need at least 25% of that to float money as the iBank, assuming we get iBank financing, but you still need about 25% of that available to float the project as that money takes to come in and so forth. That's it. Under cash position. Discussion items. Under budget, the process has begun. My departments will be submitting their annual budget to me, and we will be meeting in the next week and a half. Under rate, user rate increase proposal, I maintain the status as it is possible that I might recommend a rate increase. I hope not, but we won't know until we really look at the numbers at the final draft of the budget. Under bonding, our Marcy Street finance loan for the long term, the final lending, that closing of that bond note will happen in June of 2025. That's in a couple of months. Bank of New York Mellon is opening up new accounts that need to be created for that financing. And as well, we held a public hearing remotely with the Bank of New York, as is required when we go through these bond sales. And as I reported in the past, we were just recently notified or educated that all the bond notes must go to the local finance board as part of the process, and we have done that. Under projects, as I noted, I'm just noting it as well, repeating it on this report, that I am reinitiating our solar project to determine if we have a viable opportunity with that. Under land acquisition, I reported the PSC&G project, or the land next to PSC&G for the Western Canal Pump Station. The access license process is moving forward with NJDP, and the Shirley Avenue, the title policy and documents are being finalized. Of just interest note I will make is that under the PSC&G, that our energy bills are expected to significantly increase this year under our electric, and it could go up 20-30%, also related to our solar project initiative, but this will also impact our budget as well. For internal engineering, we had 2 connections for the month of March. Under staffing strength and discussion item, you know, as our bookkeeper had resigned not too long ago, and we brought in a temporary bookkeeper. We also brought back our retired bookkeeper, who has returned part-time to help us out. So that means we have a temporary bookkeeper, our retired bookkeeper, and luckily, not too long ago, we began cross-training our billing, one of our senior billing clerk. We started cross-training her into the bookkeeping operations. So we have 3 people working to get that, to keep that office moving forward. I will be meeting with the Personnel Committee tomorrow morning. One of the topics we're going to discuss is restructuring the bookkeeping office. I will also note the Middlesex County Utilities Authority, their rates are always increasing, and so is their flow metering of the sewage we send them is also increasing. That'll have a significant impact on our budget, and as you know, 50 to 55% of our expenses for the year is paying Middlesex County Utilities Authority. That's in that one bill that we pay them, that's slightly over 50% of our appropriations of that one line item. So that's significant. I thought I'd mention it. All our projects are moving forward as expected in the green, with the exception of a delayed notation on the high bay garage. Under resolutions, our standard resolutions for the month will include payroll account, operation expense account, our general fund account, our renewal replacement, and our escrow account. We do not have any resolutions for our North Track. Under additional resolutions, we have 3. The first one, it's declaring the authority's official intent to reimburse itself for expenses for the project with iBank money. This is a required resolution from the Bank of New York, and it's to comply with our bond requirements. The second resolution is also a requirement from the Bank of New York. It is a supplemental bond resolution that states our increase is not to exceed $5 million and stipulates the sale to it through the New Jersey Infrastructure Bank. The third and final additional resolution is authorizing us to renew the service agreement with Privatizer Technologies, LLC, and that is simply the maintenance on the machine that does our mailing. I believe it folds or seals envelopes that we mail. And that concludes my report, Chairman.
Thank you, Joe. Are there any questions for the Executive Director? Hearing none, let's move on to the next item, which is the committee reports.
I'm sorry, Chairman. I'm sorry. May I interrupt 1 second?
Sure.
I also want to highlight that our operations manager, Scott Nacero, he's on the meeting here. Some of his guys got certified recently. Scott, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, thank you, Joe. So recently we had a couple guys take the state exam for their collections license and passed. Guys have been showing the initiative to further their education in wastewater, in the wastewater industry, which is definitely a benefit for the authority. So good things look, everything's looking positive for the future.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Yeah, we take a significant initiative in trying to motivate them to study for it, take the exam. And if you recall, we changed the policy here that we want them to go through the process without any money out of their pocket. So when they sign up for a class, we pay for it. When they take the test, we pay for it. The only time that changes is if they don't complete the test, they don't complete the class, or they don't pass the test. They got to give that to us back before we're going to pay anything else going forward. So far, it's going swimmingly, and the guys are very happy, and they're taking the classes, they're taking the tests and passing. So it's nice. I just want to recognize the operations staff for that.
Our congratulations to those who passed the test.
Yeah, and I think it's great that the staff is willing to invest in themselves and also in the future of the authority. That's wonderful.
Yeah, they're very happy to work here. They take a lot of pride in their work. Their motto is, "We're not like the other departments," and they're not. I mean, you can eat off the floor wherever they work.
All right. For the committee reports, negotiations and personnel committee, Commissioner Schmidt, anything to report? All right, I can report that there was a meeting scheduled, but that got to be canceled because the executive director had a surprise party in Puerto Rico, and he was taken away from us by his family. So that meeting will be rescheduled.
He was kidnapped.
He was kidnapped.
Yes. Congratulations on your 60th.
Thank you.
All right. Municipal liaison, Madam Francois.
We've had several financial oversight subcommittee meetings, and I know that there was a amount that was recommended from the authority to be inserted into the municipal budget.
Okay, thank you. Construction.
I do my own visits to the running projects in the evening sometimes. Nothing to report anything right now.
Oh. All right.
Sorry, Ron, I couldn't find my microphone, so I apologize for that.
That's okay. I figured that. You want to add anything, Commissioner?
Nope, you spelled it out.
Oh, okay. Very good. Safety committee.
Yeah, there were no accidents or injuries for the month of March. I'd also like to add there was a week-long transfer tech seminar that most of our staff, including myself, attended throughout the week. It's all training classes for guys to keep up their collection licenses with the state. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. All right. The next item on the agenda is the resolutions. The first part is a consent agenda. All of the items listed are considered to be of a routine nature, thereby requiring one motion and 1 second for all items. If any member wishes to remove an item from the consent agenda, please advise the chair at this time which resolution need to be handled separately. They will be addressed and voted on separately. So the resolution numbers are payroll account 04012025-1 in the amount of $145,242.53. Operating expense account resolution number 04012025-2 for an amount in the amount of $2,499,225.02. The general fund resolution number 04012025-3, that's $1,571,017.56. renewal and replacement account, resolution number 0304-2025-4, $96,677.25. And the last one is escrow account 0401-2025-5 in the amount of $8,197 even. All right, are there any questions? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve these resolutions?
I
Move
make
to
a
approve.
motion to approve.
Okay,
I'll second it.
very good. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Do I have to call individual votes on this?
Ryan,
Okay,
that's for you.
And you're muted.
all right, do you have to call the roll on this one, or is it acclamation is okay?
He's
I'm
trying to
sorry,
figure out
I was having trouble unmuting myself. No, you can do it by, you don't have to call the roll on this one, no.
Oh, okay, all right, very good. So all in favor say aye.
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 Any nays? Any abstentions? Okay, the motion carries. Okay, now we are going to have three individual resolutions. Resolution number 0401-2025-6, resolution of the Township of Franklin Sewerage Authority declaring its official intent to reimburse expenditures for project costs from the proceeds of debt obligations in connection with its participation in the New Jersey Water Bank Environmental Infrastructure Financing Program. Are there any questions about this particular resolutions? Okay, may I have a motion to approve the resolution then?
Motion to approve.
Anyone second?
Again.
I second.
Okay. This one is a roll call? I forget.
This one's a roll call.
Right. Okay. Dr. Roche, roll call, please.
Commissioner Ambarenson,
Yes.
Commissioner Farugi,
Yes.
Commissioner Francois,
Yes.
Commissioner Schmidt.
Yes.
That completes the roll call.
Okay. The motion carries. The next resolution, number 0401-2025-7, supplemental bond resolution authorizing the issuance of not to exceed $5 million sewer revenue bonds, Junior Lien Series 2025 of the Township of Franklin Sewerage Authority, and providing for their sale to the New Jersey Infrastructure Bank pursuant to the state fiscal year 2025 New Jersey Water Bank Environmental Infrastructure Financing Program. Are there any questions, discussions about this resolution? Hearing none, may I have a motion to approve the resolution.
Motion to approve. Second.
Okay. The roll call, please.
Commissioner Ambarenson,
Yes.
Commissioner Farugi,
Yes.
Commissioner Francois,
Yes.
Commissioner Schmidt.
Yes.
Okay, the resolution is passed. The last resolution for the day is number 0401-2025-8. It's a resolution authorizing the renewal of an agreement with Privatizer Technologies LLCs. Joe explained what that was for. Is there any further question on that? Okay, hearing none. May I have a motion to approve the resolution?
Motion to move.
Anyone, any second?
Second.
Okay, did I hear a second?
Second?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Ambarenson,
Yes.
Commissioner Farugi,
Yes.
Commissioner Francois,
Yes.
and Commissioner Schmidt.
Yes.
Okay, the resolution passes. Thank you all. The next item on the agenda is there any open executive session? Is there an executive session today? I don't think so.
Not for me, Mr.
Yes,
Chairman.
sir.
Okay. All right. So we'll skip that. Are there any other action items from the meeting? Okay. There's nothing. There's no executive session, so there's no action items. I think we have come to the end of the agenda at this time. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
I second.
All right. All in favor? Hey.
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Okay. Motion to adjourn passes. All right. Thank you all. Have a
Sure.
good night.
Good night.
Thank you.